sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down away from the ears. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths. Good. Let's tip that left ear towards the left shoulder. Lengthening through the side of the neck. Using that weight. Good, then just tilt the head to look at the shoulder. Gently up to the middle. Let's do the same the other side. Just be gentle with it. Can be a bit stiff after stretching out one side. Really thinking of lengthening that left side of the neck. Good, let's turn, face, shoulder. Good, head back up to the middle. Swap those legs the other way. Let's inhale, up with the left. Open up, really getting into that waist. Separating those ribs. Good, let's inhale to exchange. And open up again. Good, back to the middle. Get those legs nice and wide, get a bit of flexibility. I think I know what we're going to do now this morning, so let's turn shoulders to that right leg, just lengthening out that hamstring. Breathing, inhaling, lengthening, dropping a little deeper. Good. Inhaling up, shoulders square to the left. Let's come down that leg. Oh, that one's tight. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, go a little deeper. Good. Bring those knees in. Let's come sideways on the mat. So I think we're going to not do anything too strenuous, but try and sort of keep it moving so we get through quite a lot of flexibility and mobility today. That's the plan. Okay, let's put hands behind us. Take a breath in. Let's squeeze upwards, lifting those hips, opening the shoulders. Nice deep breath. Let's squeeze those glutes. Let's hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just release the tension in the glutes. Nice deep breath in. Hand out. Let's do that again. So let's squeeze and hold those glutes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And down. Let's come up into sitting. Arms out in front of us. Okay, holding that beach ball. Let's lift the feet. Ankles and knees together. We're going to take it all the way around to the left. Inhale through the middle, all the way around to the right. Into the middle, we're going to do 10 Russian twists. So let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, let's cross those legs over, grab the big toes, rock over onto all fours. Coming onto all fours, we're going to tuck those toes underneath. We're going to take a breath in as we exhale. Arch the spine upwards, lift the knees off, hold them an inch off the mat. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hips to the sky. Drop down through those legs, lengthening through the back of those legs, almost lifting the toes off the mat. Dropping the head and shoulders. Good, let's take the right leg up nice and high. Again, just taking that moment to lengthen through the standing leg. Let's come forwards, knee to elbow, we'll take it out for 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up nice and high. Good, let's take that down. Let's take up the left leg. Good, let's come forwards, knee to elbow into a plank. Let's hold the plank, take it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it up nice and high. Good, let's take the foot down. Again, just pushing through those sitting bones up to the sky. Good, let's look forward into the hands, bend the knees, walk the feet in underneath us. Bring those legs in, hanging over slightly bent legs. Inhale to a half lift. And back down. Let's put fingertips by the little toes on the mats. Straighten the arms, flatten the back, drop the hips, lift the arms. Into our powerful pose. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands into prayer. Take the left elbow over the right knee. Keep the hips low. Take that twist in the torso. Good. We're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the middle. Still hands to prayer. Take the right elbow over the left knee. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the middle. Take those arms up. Keep the powerful pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down over those slightly bent legs. Letting all the tension go in the head, the neck and the shoulders. Good, let's put the hands down in front of us, slightly closer together than shoulders. We're going to lunge back with the left, step back with the right into our plank. We're going to hold the plank. Hands, elbows, shoulders, belly button, tailbone, heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to drop to your knees, drop to the knees. Let's lower down through those arms. Hold off the mat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower to the ground. Well done. Hands underneath shoulders. Big toes together. Drop the heels out wide. Tip of the nose on the mat. Take a breath in. Pull in the core. As we exhale, just lift those shoulders up and back. Squeezing them down towards the waist. Keeping that core engaged. Breathing through, don't hold the breath. We're going to hold it there, pushing upwards with those shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to the mat. Check those big toes together, heels dropped out wide. Take the breath in, pull in the core, and again we're just going to lift those shoulders up and back. Keep the chin tucked in, lengthening through the back of the neck. Feel the muscles all the way down to the waist, lifting and engaging. You're going to hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nose down to the mat, hands under shoulders, push back to child's pose. Good, let's lift the hips, tuck the toes underneath, push back into a crouch, just stretching out those calves and Achilles. Good, let's take the hands out in front of us as far as we can, looking into the hands, lift the hips, walk the feet in underneath you, hanging over slightly bent legs. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale back down. Uncurl into standing. Good. Facing the front. Feet nice and wide. Going to go for our warrior 2. So let's turn out the right foot, heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Let's take the arms up. Exhale, come down over that front leg. Make sure the knee doesn't go beyond the foot. Good. A whistle stop tour. So lifting the arch of the back foot, pushing down through the legs, tucking under the tailbone, pulling in the belly button. Shoulders down away from the ears, extending fingertip to fingertip. Head up, looking over that front right arm. Good, let's tuck that back arm in behind us, round by the hip. Scoop that front right arm, getting deep into the waist. Keeping that belly button pulled in to support the spine. Breathing into it. Lovely. Release that back arm. Let's go elbow to knee. Take that top arm over into long angle. Really reaching and lengthening that left hand side. Good, let's come back up with the body. Let's take both hands behind us. Grasp the hands together, pull those shoulders back, and let's take that shoulder down towards the knee, lifting the arms behind us. Breathing, making sure you're breathing nice and shallow, but keeping it going. Good, release the hands, either side of that front foot. Turn both feet, so they're facing in the same direction. Let's get nice and stable. We're going to push up from this into our warrior 1. So coming up with the body, keeping that stability centralized. Turn the back heel in a little if you need to. Reaching up with those arms up by the ears. Looking into the hands. Keep that front leg bent. Good, let's take those arms all the way back down to the floor. Let's take the weight onto that front leg. Lifting the back leg up behind us. We're stable, we can also lift the left arm into our half moon. Lovely, both hands down, both feet down, hanging over slightly bent legs. Up to a half lift. And back down. And let's uncurl into standing. Lovely, feet nice and wide. Do that on the other side, so we're turning out the left foot, heel in line with the arch. Inhale the arms up, exhale down over that front leg. Good, so let's lift the arch of the back foot. Push down through those legs, tucking under the tailbone, pulling in the belly button. Shoulders down away from the ears, keeping them nice and open. And extending fingertip to fingertip. Good, let's tuck that back arm round towards the hip. Scoop that front arm up to the sky. Keep that core engaged. Keep breathing. Lengthening out of the waist. Good, release that back arm, windmill the arms over, elbow to knee, taking that lovely long angle. Good, so turn that top arm so it's up towards the sky and push it to bring you back up. Fantastic. Take those arms together behind, squeeze those shoulder blades, turn the body, drop the shoulder towards the knee, lifting those arms. Keep breathing, don't hold the breath. Good, release the hands either side of that front foot. Turn the feet so they're parallel with each other. Let's get the balance nice and centralized. We're going to bring the body up into our warrior one. Get those upper arms by the ears, keeping the front leg bent, reaching up, looking up into the hands. Breathing still. I keep forgetting to breathe. Good, hands down next to that front foot. Take the weight on that left leg, lift the right leg up behind us. And when we're stable, let's try lifting that right arm. Fantastic. Both hands down, both feet down, hanging over slightly bent legs. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale back down. Uncurl into standing. Come facing the front again, feet nice and wide. Into a standing forward bend, taking a breath in. Nice flat back, keep the shoulders down, just coming from those hips. Coming forward till the body's parallel to the ground. Let's push back into that sumo squat to take the arms up. Turn out the right foot. Let's come over the right foot, really getting to that stretch under the left leg. And put the hands down if you want to support. Let's get the stretch more than anything. Lovely. Let's walk it across to the other side, turning out the left foot this time. Lovely. Hands back into the middle. Let's straighten those legs, hanging over those legs. Hands down in the middle, both feet to one side, sitting up nice and tall. Coming to our mermaid. So let's take the breath in. As we exhale, sweeping up and over. Pushing into that waist, lengthening it, breathing. Lovely, windmill back. Let's take that top leg up and over. Sitting up nice and tall, alternate arm and leg. Really stretching into that glute and outer thigh. Twisting the spine from the base upwards. Good, let's take a breath in. As we exhale, get more twist in that lower spine. Good, let's uncurl from that. Use those hands, walk it round into the other side, but let's take both legs across and do our mermaid first. Take the breath in, let's come up and over, really getting into that waist. Good, take the arms back. Now let's bring that top leg over. Sitting up nice and tall, alternate arm and leg. Focusing that twist through the spine from the base upwards. Sitting up, pushing that leg into the arm, holding it in tight. Good, let's take a breath in, pull in tight with that belly button. Exhale so you can get more twist in that lower spine. Good, let's release from that. Let's come up into kneeling in the middle of the mat. Take the right hand down, left arm out, reaching up and over, lengthening that side of the body. Good, let's brace that foot, stack the arms. Going to bring up that underneath leg, hold that side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round under control into our plank. Good, hands, elbows, shoulders, belly button, tailbone, heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's lower down, hold off the mat. You can use your knees if you need to for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower down. Hands just under the shoulders. Take that breath in. We're literally going to just lift those shoulders. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, push back to child's pose. Grab, nearly there, I promise. Up onto knees in the middle. Let's just do that on the other side. So we're taking out the right leg, left arm down, reaching up and over. Lengthening out. Let's stack the shoulders, brace that foot, bring up the underneath leg. We're going to hold the side plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round under control into our plank. Hands, elbows, shoulders, belly button, tailbone, heels for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, drop to the knees if you want to. Lower down through those arms. Let's hold off the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Hands under shoulders again. Let's just take that breath in and lift those shoulders. Just really using those back muscles. Contracting those for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, push back into child's pose. Good, looking between the hands, tuck the toes underneath. You're going to arch the spine upwards, lift those hips, walk the feet underneath us, cross the feet over, grab those big toes. We're going to sit down, yay. We're going to roll down, hug those knees in nice and tight. Inner thigh stretch, let those knees drop wide. Good, let's go for a whole body stretch. So pointing the toes, pulling up the kneecaps, squeezing in around the waist and reaching up through those fingers. Just hold that tension for a couple of breaths, particularly feeling the waist tighten as we exhale. Good, release those feet, let them just drop outwards. Bring the arms down by the sides of the body, palms facing upwards. Shift to that lower abdominal breathing. Nice and deep in the belly. Just feeling that wonderful warmth in all of the joints, that flexibility. Just coming up from the toes, through the balls of the feet, through the soles of the feet, to the heels and the ankles, up through the lower legs, softening those kneecaps, up through the thighs to the hips and the pelvis. Opening the pelvis up as you breathe into that belly. Relaxing those tense muscles through the front of the body. Again, coming in around the waist. Opening up into the chest, feeling those shoulders drop back into the mat as you breathe in and open the clavicle region. Expanding the whole front of the torso, from the hips right up to the shoulders. Coming down the upper arms to the elbows. Softening that twist in the forearms. Through the wrists and the palms. And the fingers. Back up to the shoulders. Up to the neck. Follow the neck up to the back of the spine, back up the skull. Take that round to the very top of the head. Let's start to just release and relax around the top of the head. Band round the forehead and temples. Relaxing the eyes and the eyelids. Softening the cheekbones and the jaw. Softening the lips and the tongue. Coming back to that nice full body breathing, expanding the whole of the front of the torso, releasing that tension, feeling the hips drop and widen, feeling the shoulders widen and drop into the mat. Good, let's wriggle those fingers and toes. Bring those feet in together, knees up. Use those knees, let's roll onto the sides. Come up into sitting. Ooh, take that nice breath in, reaching up out of the waist.